Good morning all and welcome to Ladoga Lake. So what's the game plan for today? The game plan is to get a bag full of fish here and a bag full of fish at Ladoga. So 200 fish in my 4-hour stream. We're going to catch a lot of rubbish that we're going to throw back, non-marked fish. And we're going to catch a lot of small stuff. So why am I doing this? Well, I'm trying to get my bottom fishing skill up to 100. Currently at 92.4 where we start today. Fishing at Amber Lake and Bear Lake, I'm lucky to get it to go up 0.1 per 100 fish. Now hopefully today we'll pick up a few trophies, a few fish maybe we haven't caught before or upgrades, and that will help us. Now where am I aiming here? A bit hard to see at night, but right there is a bunch of weeds and there's another bunch of weeds just there. So we're actually aiming in between there on a clip of 13. So get some lines in the water. Now I did fish here yesterday, so I do know what I want to expect here. I'm going to expect a heck of a lot of common roach. Most of them though will be tagged, so they'll be keepers. I'm expecting 2 or 3 trophies, commons. What I'd also like to catch would be some blue bream and Ladoga whitefish. So in this particular spot, those fish I'll be happy to catch, and let's see what happens. One tick. Yeah, sorry about that. I have to have a fan blow on my head. It's too freaking hot otherwise, and somehow or other the fan had got moved out of the way. Okay, we've got one on here. Certainly do. Very hard to know if you've got fish on here. They're so small sometimes. I probably should go through the baits that we're using. Got different bait on each rod here. Have to check that. So we're away with a common. He's a keeper. I'm going to just quickly check that ground bait here. I don't think that's the right one. No, definitely not. Anyway, we'll put the Ladoga roach one on. So we're away, we've got one. So bait wise, mayfly, stonefly and cheese. That's pretty much what we may swap the cheese out later, but that's one we're trying to catch a trophy common on. When this place was running hot for roaches, used to fish off that spot just over there. So walk down this body of rock out to there and fish more out that way to a 15 clip. Now I'm sure you can still catch them there, but like in one 30-minute session I did there, I caught like 6 or 7 trophies. That's not possible anymore, but well, let me correct that. Of course anything's possible. It's not common anymore. So we'll see. This might be decent, this one. This could well be a good start. We'll soon see when we get him up the top. No, it's not even it's a good start though. That's a good fish. Very nice. 2,800 XP for a little fish like that. It's quite nice. I don't even know if I caught one of them yesterday, to be honest. So hard to know if there's fish on these. Now, if you don't know the little trick why I keep coming here, if there's a fish on the line, this bit of the text here will jump up and down. If it stays solid, there you go. See that jumping? Jump again, you little bugger. So it means there's a fish on somewhere. That one's quite still as well. Maybe the fish got on there and jumped off, which is quite possible. No. Okay, so this will jump up and down. And then if you ever get the little message over the side there in the in-game chat, fish got away, and you don't know which one, you can go through the same procedure, and instead of this being can be used, it'll have on there bait not selected. So you'll know that's the one that got hit and you got no bait left there. So I think I spent about a total of 2 hours in real life fishing here yesterday. I probably did about an hour at this spot and half an hour each at the other 2 spots we're going to visit. I think I ended up with a total of around 83 fish and about 280 silver, I think it was. So it's not bad fishing for here, especially if you're a lower level player or you don't have big carp rods or you just don't want to fish for carp. You can come here and mess around with these guys. You can see the two bunches of reeds a lot clearer now. The daylight's coming up, so you're just aiming in between those two. So very quiet right now. Yesterday when I fished, I didn't use these rods. I used even smaller ones. But I've got the same leaders on, so I don't think it should make too. Actually, I've probably got better leaders on today. It shouldn't make too much difference. I can go smaller if I need to, if we don't get enough bites. So then we don't know if a fish hooked on there, so you can hit the old G button, and you can see this is not moving, so the fish hasn't jumped on there yet. The reason why I chose these rods today over the other ones is that I can set the quiver tip on these down quite low to 12 grams, whereas the other ones were all preset at 42, so it was even more difficult to tell if there was a fish on or not. Probably 3 of these FD 150s would be the best selection here. These may be a bit too heavy for it, but as I said, you can set the quiver tip here quite low, so you'll know if something bites it. So we've got this one spot here. We have another spot. So the 2 reeds are aiming between these ones, and then you go further left up to those reeds there. There's a spot there fishing just into them reeds or just over them on an 8-metre clip. We'll go there later. Catch a lot of common minnow and common roach as well, of course. What else do I catch over there? A little stickleback, 3-spine stickleback as well. So they're the 2 target fish over there. So in my fish yesterday, I ended up with, we got this guy on the line. In my fish yesterday, we ended up with 5 trophies, 3 trophy commons, a trophy common minnow, and a trophy roughy, little chub that can go into our bag, big enough. Not worth much though, but anyway. I didn't catch it. I caught 1 chub yesterday. It wasn't at this spot. Awful eyes. How you going, buddy? Yeah, pretty damn good, mate. Pretty damn good, to be fair. We're just going to try and catch 200 fish in 4 hours, 100 here and 100 at Old Berg. We'll see how we go. I did a bit of fishing here off stream yesterday and did okay. 3 different spots here. So we'll do an hour or 2 at Ladoga here and see what we end up with. What about yourself, mate? Where are you fishing and for what? I was going to say, you think after all that fish would be on there, wouldn't you? What's this one? The mayfly larvae. I think this is the one that's getting all the hits. Not getting any on the cheese or the stonefly. There's a common roach. They should be hitting the other 2 as well. Now we get a hit on the other ones, which is good. Sweet. Good stuff. Hopefully we're going to pull a few trophy roaches out, common roaches out of here. I got 3 out of this spot yesterday. We'll see. I don't mind if we don't get any, but I'm just trying to get my bottom fishing up. And people keep telling me it's quantity of fish, not quality of fish, and use different gear and fish for different types of fish. So no carp fishing today, no carp rods. We'll just do something a little different and see. I think in total yesterday, including online and offline, I caught, well, in keepers, I caught well over 200 fish. And I must have thrown 100 back here that were non-marked. And I still only went up 0.2 or 0.3%. So, did we get one here or not? No, we did not. What's going on here? What we'll do with this one is we will get rid of this. Just go to and we'll use this one. See if this improves it. Get rid of the ground bait. Might be off-putting to some of the target fish you're after. Certainly this one's copping a flogging. I think we've got every fish on this rod so far. Right. Surprised I haven't got a hit on the cheese. Cheese normally works pretty well here. Squeak it, how are you going, mate? Many thanks for the raid. And how was your stream today? Oops. Sorry, dude. The bot got you. Wow, crashing my trolling. Okay. Yeah, it depends where you are. I'm guessing somewhere like Kiori where it's quite small. You got to keep checking the map to see where you're going. Yeah, it's something I don't. Yeah, I can't be bothered doing it. Drives me nuts. So welcome everyone from Squeakit's stream. My game plan for today. Okay, yep. My game plan today is fill a bag full of fish here at Ladoga and then switch to Old Berg and fill a bag there. The reason I'm trying to do that is I'm trying to level up my bottom fishing as fast as I can. And someone suggested quantity of fish was better than quality of fish. So that's what we're heading for, quantity, not quality. So we're going to catch 1 million and 1 common roaches today. Plus we're going to get a lot of this undersized stuff that we're just going to throw back. But so yeah, that's my plan for the day. Talking about pike, I had a look at the what do they call this? Famous Inhabitants board here, and more than half of them are pike, and they're about 20 odd kilo. So I don't think I'd want to go pike fishing here. Yeah. Oh, good. At least you got it. That's the main thing. Ah, yes. I've seen that one at Old Berg. I can always get the first one. The first one's easy. Yeah. I'm hearing you. Yeah, I go to Old Berg and I think, oh, I've got just a spot I can get 2-3 kilo, one piece of cake. And yep, you get that first one. And I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever even filled that order. I don't think I've ever got the second one. Well, I've got some bells ringing here. Sorry about your ears, people. One of my next tasks will be to get rid of these bells and put the flashing lights on. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, really, I don't like them. I'd rather just have the blinking light. No, we went up. We went up 0.1% there, up to 92.5. So what have we got this morning? 8 fish. But I don't think it's just those 8 because I caught a heap yesterday that didn't make a difference. But that's what we're all about today, trying to get that number to go up. Yeah. I just remember back in the early days before they had all those flashing light ones and everyone was using these bells. You'd get a streamer, would catch a big catfish, and it might take him 2 hours to land it, as in IRL, and you'd have a fish on another one. So you'd be listening to this bell ringing for 2 hours. It used to drive you crazy. Can you get a fish on there or not? No. So hard to tell. These fish are so small. Definitely got one on here though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just so now it's and it's like those the horn ones, whatever they call them. Sounds like a truck reverse, and they just keep going non-stop. Well, I've got one of them, but I'll never use it again. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So I don't know if there's anyone here that has access to here that doesn't have carp rods or stuff like that. I just want to have a bit more of a chill day. This is a pretty cool spot. I didn't check, but invariably there's 1 or 2 cafe orders for commons. So you can, yeah, they are awful, mate. They're just like a truck reversing. Beep, 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 non-stop. You just want to choke someone, seriously. Yeah, this is a chill spot. I've got a couple other spots I'm going to go. Yeah, exactly. Okay, awful Aussie, you win that one. Yeah, this is Ladoga, yeah. So I fished here yesterday off stream for a couple of hours. I think I kept 83 fish. Not only out of this spot, but there's, I'll show you in a tick when I just get this guy in. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. Is it level 26? No, I don't think it is. It's before, or does it come on with amber? It may well do. I'll check. If you see where that rod's pointing, that block of reeds over there, there's another spot just there we'll go to later, maybe in about half an hour or so. Okay. Catch the common minnows and 3-spine stickleback there. So we will definitely go over there a little bit later. And then there's another spot directly opposite where you can see there the camp there, the top of the mountain up there. Just down from there on the other side, there's another spot down there we'll go to. Let's quickly look. I don't know if I can see it here though. Yeah, I don't. It's not because I've already got access to it. It's not going to tell me. But you might be right. But there's some chill fishing to do here, and I'll tell you, I don't do anywhere near enough fishing here. You can actually go and stand up on that bridge up there and fish outwards. There's a row of buoys out there on the end of the map, and you can fish out to there. Definitely plenty of fish out there. I've had leaders snapped off there by God only knows what. Yeah, you can stand up next to that lighthouse there, just to the left of it, by them 2 big trees, and fish out there. But when you catch a fish and try and drag, like you're trying to drag up a rock face like this, you break a lot of leaders, so you're better off just fishing off the bridge. I think there's one of the, I think the, I'm not going to say his name because there's Bavernock and Baverstock. I can't remember which one it is, but one of them guys has a YouTube video about fishing up there off that bridge. But you got to fish out like a 40 plus metre clip, so it's a long haul to catch a little fish. All right, mate. Thanks very much for the raid, Squeak It, and take care, and tight lines for your next stream. I hope you're eating fresh fish for dinner, are you? Oh, well, hop your fish on there. There's a fish on somewhere. Yeah, got one here. Oh, hello. What have we got? Oh, pop your head up. There you go. First one of the day. Thank you very much. This place is plagued with trophy roaches. Well, actually not as bad now as what it used to be. I used to fish off that little rocky outcrop, come over this one and down to there, and fish out towards that big pile of reeds there on about a 15-metre clip. You could catch 6 or 7 trophies in 20 minutes or so. Yeah. I'd say my only aim is to get 100 fish, fill the bag up. That'll be 100 market fish. It won't be anything that doesn't have a mark. I'll be going back. So if you want to find somewhere to fish, you're just going to catch lots of fish. This is the spot. So you've got 22 minutes, 15 fish in 22 minutes, plus we're throwing a few back. So, yeah, a little bit of a mix here. Chub, probably got 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think by the time I finished fishing here yesterday, I had 12 different. I think I had 12 different species in the bag by the time I finished yesterday. Man, I'm just trying to level up my bottom fishing. That's it. I'm not trying to do anything else. It's such a grind to do it. And actually, I did, after I finished everything yesterday, I went back to Amber and fished Amber for about an hour. And it was terrible, slow everywhere. And everyone was complaining about how slow it was. Oh, now we get a little perch into the mix as well. So when I finished playing the game last night, which was about 10 p.m. my time, I was a little dejected with Amber. Hadn't had a great time there at all, so I don't think I'm going to miss it today, that's for sure. Well, reject perch. Yeah, it's a good little water body. I mean, I really have not explored it to any extent. As I said, if you have a look at the famous inhabitants board here, or for this joint, there's a large number of big pike, and the other one's burbot. This burbot and pike. That's it. I don't even know where to fish for burbot here. But I do know I've seen guys up there by that little rock that sits out there under the bridge. They'll park a boat, anchor a boat there and fish outwards with a bait casting reel or something like that. Catching fish up there. I do have another spot I can't see from here. It's way down where those birds are flying, straight down from there. But you can't walk there, you have to get a boat to go there. So I haven't done that yet. So for you, sickle. Where's that, all at Tuba? I think that's where you said you were, wasn't it? There'll be no sickle anywhere left for anybody else, mate. You've stolen a lot. I don't know what's going on there. What's happening there? I think there's a little fishy hanging off that. Yep. Half kilo common. Oh. Don't know. Don't think so. Yeah. The other one, if you haven't fished here before, or you're waiting to come and fish here, never buy this bait here, or the mayfly larva. Never buy it here. It's like 200 silver for 30. Go back to Volkov and you'll pay 190 for 300. So yeah, so never buy the bait here. Where's the famous inhabitants? Where's that? I forget where that is even. It's not here, is it? achievements. No, that's just mine, isn't it? Yeah. Trophies. No. I know it's here somewhere, but I can't remember exactly where. Records and ratings. No. Not sure where it is. But yeah, the only famous inhabitants on this water body are big pikes and big burbot. That's it. Like a little quiet time. Time to dig us a worm or two then. A couple of red worm to go with it. Half an hour up yet? No, 28 minutes. Half an hour. 18. That's actually a bit slower than I was doing yesterday. 36 in an hour. We'll probably give it 15 more minutes here. If we don't pick up considerably, we'll move on to the next spot. The only changes on any of the spots here, I'll probably take the cheese off on the next spot. But the only other change will be just a clip length. The bait, the stonefly and mayfly are the perfect bait. Although sometimes if you want to, you can try the caddisfly here as well. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll put caddisfly on the third one. A little reject whitefish. Yeah, the other one you can catch here is the Ladoga whitefish. I haven't caught one today. Let's see. Where are they? Yeah, this guy. We haven't caught one today, but he's not very big. I'm not sure how big they get, but that's another fish you can catch in this spot. You can also catch blue bream here as well, but I'm yet to catch one. But it was an advertised trophy blue bream spot as well, and that was on the stonefly. Well, he's not going to be trophy, but he's not bad. 840. About a third too much, too short. It's 1.2 for a common rate for a trophy. Actually, I should have I just remembered something in the qualification I need to do. I'm going to just change the setups on these in a tick. Go on, buddy, eat your food. Get on with it. No? We'll quickly go then. In the qualifications here 2.4 feeder. Now, where was it? No. Must have been on there somewhere. Oh, maybe I did do it. I don't think I did do it. There was one there I had to catch a trophy fish on all the different. Oh, this one on each feeder rig. So I've got loop rig, inline, and bottom. I don't have paternoster and bait fish, so I should change them to paternoster rig while I'm fishing here for these small things to try and get that one. I haven't even cast one line using a bait caster yet, so a bait cast setup. So yeah. Not that they mean much. I mean, it's just they don't give you anything. See, I've got these on loop rigs, so I'll change them to paternoster before we go to the next spot, or every time I catch a fish on one, I'll change it. So 19 fish in just over half an hour. I mean, it's okay, but you should be able to get 50 an hour here easy. So we'll give it another few minutes here, maybe 3 or 4, and we'll go to the next spot. Maybe our bite rate will improve there. It did yesterday, but there was so much rubbish. So many small common minnows. Another little one of these guys. Right, let's change this to paternoster rig. So we don't have to do anything else, just that's it. We just have to change it up there and we're good to go. Now I just need a little trophy common or something to jump on there. No, all that noise and you don't want to play? That's a bit rough. Well, I think you might be on there actually. Not very big though. Yeah, acceptable. Now change this one as well. Turn it off the rig. So the only reason is just to try and fulfill that little qualification. May or may not happen. So we'll give it a couple more minutes here. And then we'll go across the other spot. We might even change our hook sizes down a bit for the other one as well. And we'll see how we go over there. Yep, let's go. Stonefly, mayfly, and at the moment, cheese. I'm just going to take this off and put a sinker on there. So I should have checked the hook size here. We're going to drop the hook sizes down to tinies for the other spot. So mayfly on this one. The clip will drop down to 8. He's ready to go for the next spot. And this one's got stonefly orphalizer on here. Okay, mate. Well, I'm just about to leave, so you can have it to yourself, all right? We'll put a 20 on that, you know. Stonefly on this one. Drop this one down to 8. Ready for the next spot. Cheese hasn't done so well today, although we did catch the trophy on the cheese. I'll drop that off, put the sinker on there. Drop this down to, what do we have, another 20 there, that'll do. And we're going to put a caddis fly on this one. Drop it down to 8. Righto, go for a stroll up and over the bridge. Pick your way through the rocks. As I said, the other place when this was running hot was to go out on this ledge here. So you basically ended up down on that little point there and fish out. Oh, there we go, get stuck again on here. You basically aim towards that bunch of reeds over there on a 15 clip, and that's where a huge number of commons and blue tags were caught a number of weeks ago. I wouldn't think it's exactly the same right now, but you never know. That didn't bump you out of the way, orphalizer. Now, I've got to go down there. Check numbers here, where are we? 5854. Right. Can't go down that way. Okay, must be down here a bit then. Okay. So this spot here, this is basically that big bunch of reeds we're looking at. No buck, how are you, mates? Not too bad. We're kind of achieving our aim here so far. So this is just an 8-metre clip. The aim of the day is to get a bag full of fish from here and a bag full of fish from Old Berg. And hopefully that will give us a bump up in our bottom fishing skill. So far today we've gone up 0.1%. So it's a lot of hard work for very little. So this one here, with this spot, will probably catch, obviously we'll still catch plenty of commons if they're around, but we can also catch, what are they called, the common, oh, geez, I forgot the name already. Common minnow and stickleback. Now I did catch a stickleback here yesterday, but was on the weekly list for about 10 minutes. Oh, you can catch bleak here. I don't think I caught a bleak here yesterday. You can go back there. I don't know if I caught any trophies in this exact spot yesterday. I might have got the trophy common minnow here yesterday. Plenty of common roach as usual. Probably out of the 80 odd fish I caught here yesterday, probably nearly 60 of them were common roach. So. What's our percentage right now? It'll be a huge number. So 16 out of 21 common roach. White-eyed bream. Caught a lot of them yesterday, but I did not get one tagged one. did not get one tagged. Another common. I've not got, well, we have got a fish on the caddisfly. The caddisfly here was probably the preferred bait in this spot, the one we've got on the third rod here. I did catch them yesterday. The 3-spine stickleback. Yeah, I've got the lights on the big carp rods, and then I've got these bells on these ones. I'll when the finance permits, and there's a lot of stuff you want to buy in this game before you spend the money on accessories like the lights. But I'll definitely get the lights and get rid of these bells. As I was saying yesterday, you just imagine someone having a fish on another line for half an hour or more in real life time, and then have another set of them bells ringing in your ear for half an hour. Yeah. It's not so bad on a map like this with this type of fishing, because there's nothing I'm going to catch here that's going to take a long time to bring in. It's all a lot smaller fish. Hopefully this spot doesn't let me down and throws up a couple of common minnows and a 3-spine stickleback. Yeah, it's funny you should say that, No Buck. I got raided before by Squeak It, another streamer, and she quite likes the sound of the bells as well. But, yeah, they drive me crazy. If they're, I mean, they're okay for what they do, for bite alarm, but if they're going non-stop for half an hour, they drive me nuts. Geez, I thought that was going to be a bit bigger than that, or it didn't hook up. Little bleak. We'll keep him, mate. I did change this one, didn't I? Yeah. I know now that there's one here I have not changed the paternoster rig. Yeah, well, that's true. And predominantly the lights on the other ones are red, green, and yellow. So that red, green, and yellow, red, green, and blue. So that looks like a Christmas. I quite often call it my Christmas tree. So yeah, I see the third one I have not changed over. So let's pull this one in, and I'm pretty sure I didn't change this one. What have we got here? A little fish on here, have we? Oh, there we go. Well, there's a 3-spine stickleback. I caught on the caddisfly. But he's too small to keep. But there you go, if you've never seen one before. Yeah, change this one, paternoster rig. Okay. Sleigh bells, yeah. This is true. Yeah, it's a little different. There's one thing about Thailand is that they don't recognise Christmas. The Buddhist religion don't recognise Christmas as we do. Some places get into the swing of it, but there's a lot of places don't. It's certainly not a day off. Everything's still open. Banks, all that sort of stuff are still open. They have their other days of the year. They just had one last Thursday just passed. It was the finish of Buddhist Lent, so it was a public holiday for them. And then a lot of them took Friday off as well, so they had a 4-day long weekend so they could go travel a bit. Yeah. Okay, yep. I don't mind catching any of them as long as I've got a tag on them. They're getting a lot of taps here, but not hooking up. If you're talking about Christmas, no, nothing much at all here. Normally, it's just a few expats get together from obviously countries that celebrate it. And I mean, I put a Christmas tree up on my balcony and a few little Christmas lights and stuff, but a lot of people don't even do that. But there's a couple of big festivals each year. One at the beginning and one at the end of the wet season. In normal times, they are crazy times a year when there's a lot of tourists here. But the last couple of years, of course, they've been very subdued. But that's more or less what they would. Look at this guy. Come on, why can't I get a tag on one of these? I mean, I need a trophy one of these as well. I don't see that happening. Now, the biggest party of the year here when the tourists are here is the Songkran Festival, which is at the start of the wet season. So I think it's about April each year. The place just goes ballistic. It's just a big, massive water fight. So if you go outside your house, you can expect someone to hit you with water, whether they throw a bucket of water on you or a water pistol or water cannon. And I think I've got about a size 20 hook, which is not quite the smallest, but close to it. I think I've got 20 on them all. Or 22 on this one, so even smaller. Yeah, it's a good time. Unfortunately, someone riding down the road on their motor scooter, not wearing a helmet, gets hit by a bucket full of water and gets knocked off. Invariably, they die. If they bounce their head off the footpath or something. But they're massive road deaths here. Crazy. But yeah, in general terms, it's especially the streets around it are full of bars. It's just a big water fight. But like anything, can get spoilt by a few idiots. Personally, I stay locked up at home. I'm too old to be putting up with that shit. Do we get a little fishy on here or not? We did, I think. Yeah, I know that's a worldwide issue. I mean, I know it's not restricted to here. That's for sure. Yeah, on there, you little bugger. Yep. It's so hard to tell if these little fish are on. You can't tell me the sound of these bells is not starting to get annoying now. Yep. What have we got? 28 in. Yeah, it's a bit slow. We're heading up for an hour. I've only got 28. I'd like to have a few more than that. That light is on. It's very dull. So many of these common roaches, you've got to fight your way from all of them to get at the other fish. We get one on there? We might have. Let's deal with this one first. He seems to run off the hardest. Okay, another common. What we're doing, we're just going to change the bait over on this one to the caddisfly and see if we can catch something other than a common roach. When I look in the in-game chat, that's a lot of fish we've caught. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 commons, and then we had that perch. So it's been a while since we've caught something else worth keeping. So hopefully we can entice something other than a common roach to come and have a play. Oh, Loki Greshnik. Sorry, my friend, I cannot speak Russian and I do not understand you. Ah, okay. So, hello, Loki, and welcome to the stream. We'll run on this first one here. What have we got? Well, we changed the bait and we still get the common roach, but that's okay. Well, I'm certainly plucking some common roach here, aren't we? Without being rude to you, Loki, I used to have a magnificent dog whose name was Loki. Sorry, too busy playing fishing games, were you? But welcome to you. So we've just rolled over 1 hour of the stream. We've got 35 fish in a bag. Well, it's a lot better than we've been doing at Amber and Bear Lake, although obviously these are not as big. But we're getting a lot more. So we'll see if my bottom fishing skill level goes up any quicker. So those that are new here, I stream Monday to Friday from 9 AM till 1 PM my time, which is Indochina or GMT +7. If I keep them yeah, yes and no, but certainly a lot of the species you can. Damn it, I think we missed that. Oh, there's a little fish on there. I'll quickly show you. Oh, another little one of those guys. Give me a tag on it so I can keep it, man. So when you get to school the bait fish, which obviously I can because it's not locked like this one, these are all the fish you can turn into bait, and they will all have different sizes down here. So these rates that we're using, I can from 50 to 100 gram, I could keep them and turn them into bait. And like other fish, Siberian gudgeons, charlotes, each one is a slightly different size. So the white bream 50 to 100, perch 100 to 150. So yeah, I could turn them into bait now if I wanted to, but only those fish that are in that picture though. And the right size. So these guys are too big, so I couldn't do it. I think I would want to get a slightly better reel than I currently have to go live bait fishing. I could pick up some big nasty pike, 20 plus kilo pike, would really stress out my best reel. So we might wait for a while before we do that. Yeah, I caught a trophy one of these guys yesterday, a little roughy. I think I got him on the other side of this little island we're on. But we will go over there a bit later. Oh, look, pike fishing in this game is amazing as well, as long as you have the right gear for the size that you're targeting. In this water body here, the pike are huge, 20 kilo plus. I really don't have anything to tackle them guys. But if I'm say at Old Berg fishing there, I'm quite happy to fish for pike there. So I think the biggest one I caught there is just over 10. Although I'm sure the bigger ones are there. But routinely they're around 2-3 kilo at Old Berg, and then you get the odd big one. I've never actually fished here for pike, so I don't know if there's a lot of small ones here as well or not. But there's certainly a lot of big ones in here. And when if you're doing spin fishing or trolling in a bait, depending on what fish you're after, a lot of fish in the game shy away from steel leaders. But if there's a lot of pike around and you're not using a steel leader, you're going to get chomped off. And then, of course, you lose your lure, which are pretty expensive to buy. So it's a bit of a catch-22. I think if you're going to go for pike, you need to target them. Oh, we've gone just a little bit quiet here. Can't hear any bells ringing. My ears can settle down for a bit. Yeah, even in the game, it pretty much is for sure. If that's what you're going after, then you can use a bigger fluoro leader in the game here, or maybe even a braided one. But a huge pike will just bite that off anyway. Well, hopefully the sun looks like it's coming up. Hopefully we'll get a few fish come on the tube as the sun comes up. Like this tiny little fella here. There we go. At least we've got one with a tag on him. There you go. One we're going to keep. I think the one I caught here yesterday was 43 or something like that, and he actually made the weekly list for about an hour, I think. Well, we broke our run of roaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 to 1. There you go. And that's probably about the ratio you can expect. Look at that little bell ring on this guy here, will it? Looks like it. Yeah, he can go back. I kind of don't know why you kind of fish for these 3-pine sticklebacks, except maybe to try and catch a trophy and tick it off your list. But, I can't see any other reason why you'd do it. I don't think they're particularly valuable fish. One that's too small. But at least you get to look at them, and you've got a spot where they are if you ever want to come and fish for them. Smallest fish. Yeah. I don't even know what the smallest fish would be. I mean, some of the fish they sell on the market here are pretty small. Show you the map, no problem. Here we are. So we were fishing here on this point, and we've just gone up and over the bridge and down here. And then a little bit later we'll be going over here. So when you can look from here, you can just see this big pile of reeds here. So you're on that spot on the left there. Oh, yeah, this one. Possible. Well, back on the commons. I don't know if there's one on here or not. Yeah, there is. Got a little stickleback. No problemo, my friend, anytime. Another common. Just need his big brother would do me for a trophy. I think he's definitely on there, but it's not very big. Oh, 30 grams is enough to have a tag, so we get to keep that one as well. I don't know if they do cafe orders for them. I've never seen one, so I'm not sure. I don't fish you often enough to know that. So 41 fish in the bag now. Oh, okay. Oh, Japan. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. I'll write that down. Oh, getting there, 950. I wonder if I put a piece of cheese on here, we might entice a trophy. Let's try. 2 centimeters. Oh dear. Well, I use a paper clip for a hook. What have we got on this one? Another little undersized roughie. Yeah, cheese is pretty good for the commons, for sure. Yeah, there would have to be, wouldn't there? Something that small. Like even a 1 kilo line, you'd be using cotton and a paper clip. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel them. Little fella. Well, I don't think we've gone up any. We went up to 92.5 after I caught 8 fish today. Now I've got 44. We haven't moved. think we need to hit a trophy or two, something. We'll give it another 10-15 minutes in this spot, and then we'll go across to the third spot. If we haven't filled our bag by the end of that, we'll have to go back to the first spot again and try again. And then once we get a full bag, we'll leave here and go to Old Berg. Clip here is 8. Clip 8. That's me drinking tea and coffee, the player drinking tea and coffee. If you see down the bottom left-hand corner there, you've got those 4 green bars, or one's yellow right now. The one with the knife and fork, the food bar, is irrelevant in the game at the moment. It means nothing. You can let that go down to nothing. The top bar is your energy bar. So if you're catching big fish, your energy drops. Makes it really, really. I don't eat anything in the game. I only drink. Food is a waste of money in this game. No point in buying it at all. When your top bar goes down, you pour coffee in, and when the bottom bar where the sunshine is, that's your comfort bar. When that one goes down, you pour the tea in. And yeah, there's alcohol you can use to increase certain things, but the only 2 things I have now, I have food. I have food in here that I could eat, but it doesn't really improve those 2. But I have a lot of tea and coffee. That's 43 times 6 in this tea. 22 times 6 pieces here. I have a lot of it. Coffee is expensive in the game. I think the best place to buy it is at Mosquito in the grocery store there. I think the Mosquito grocery store is the cheapest in the game. Runs around, I think it's about 90% of the normal price that you'll pay. I think they base that off like Volkov. Is say 100% for everything, so normal price. If you go to Amber Lake, it's about 120%, but I think for the grocery store, Mosquito's at about 90. Oh, a non-keeping common roach. Now that'll be a first for the day. So yeah, it's just a part of. I'll quickly show you. We actually only got 10. So to make tea and coffee, you need to go to a campsite, which is marked by a little tent. Marked by a little tent. So you need to go to the, before you go there, you need to go to the hardware store and buy some matches and some wood so you can light a fire. And you go to one of those camp areas and light a fire, and then you need a pot to make the tea and a different pot to make the coffee. And you can sit there and make tea and coffee. It's one of the most boring aspects of the game, but it's something you need to do. It's not so important on maps like this where the fish aren't big, but certainly when you're catching huge fish, your energy bar can drop quickly. And as Authorizer says, there's alcohol in the game. I don't think I have too much. What have I got? I've only got this, a bit of moonshine. Yeah, well, you can. So if you catch a big fish and you have a drink of alcohol before you land it, it will increase the experience points you get. I've seen guys actually drag their big fish up onto the land here and then drink the alcohol and then put it in the net. So that's there's a fish on there. It's awful small. Another little fella. Another throwback. 2 in a row on the cheese. What's going on there? See, what I might do with the cheese is we will put a small cage on and we'll put some of our Ladoga roach ground bait in there. See if we can entice a bigger fella to come along and have a chew. Yeah, it's like a lot of things. Like the alcohol's not that cheap to buy. I haven't bought any for a long time, but it's not that cheap to buy. So you want to save it up for the 25 kilo plus fish. That's where you get the most. It's a percentage of what you would get experience that adds on. I don't know if it's worthwhile with these little guys. It may well be. I really don't. It's not something I've done. I drink enough alcohol in real life. I don't really need it in the game. 47, 3 to go to half a bag. 3 to go to half a bag. What have we been going? Nearly an hour and a half. Three non-keepers in a row on the cheese. So I'll give it a few more minutes here and we'll go across the other side so we can catch. Well, just keep up. As you can see from those 4 red bars at the bottom now, the knife and fork one's red. It's of no importance whatsoever. If it starts to rain, we'll get cold weather. The bottom one, the sunshine one there, your comfort level, that one will plummet. And the top one's gone down just a fraction, but it goes down as you're catching fish. But with these type of fish, very, very slowly. Oh, a wide-eyed brim, no tag. Hello, sir. Should ask him where his mum and dad are. Get them to come and say hi. Yeah, Captain, I probably could, but I have no idea where to fish there at all. I have not done any research into that yet. Okay. I've never had it happen. Yeah, but all these species I'm catching now were new species yesterday and didn't make any difference to me, to be honest. The 3-spine stickleback and the common, what was the other one? Common minnow and, yeah. No, didn't hook up. Yeah, Captain, it's not something I've looked at Tunguska yet at all. Actually, I thought that, I'll tell you what I did look at is, was I looked at this and decided not even to bother for a while, paying 50 silver to go there. And maybe, yeah, I knew you were going to say that. But anyway, that's a reason why I haven't been there. Although I don't need to be going there. I'm trying to level up my bottom fishing. It's no good going somewhere where it doesn't work too well. A bit like going bottom fishing at Balea. And I know you can catch a lot of bream and stuff there in Burbot, but yeah. Me personally, I like catching the big carp at the moment. Okay, Captain, yeah. Yeah, no, but I like catching the big carp at Amber Lake or at Bear Lake. I still haven't caught any big trophy fish at Bear Lake yet. The grass carp and black carp in particular. I think they're the most fun in the game. A lot of people like trolling around in boats. Another keeper. And catching other varieties of fish. So I think it's a game that's got a bit for everybody. I do enjoy the float fishing as well, but I'm going to put that on hold till I get this sorted out to 100%, and then I can have more money and buy better gear to go float fishing, or the telescopic pole fishing, perhaps as better. Carp is bottom fishing. And most of the time using boilies and artificial corn dip as bait. A place like Bear Lake, you can just use potato. It works really well there, same as at Old Berg. That's what I'd always say to new players. I don't know if you were in here yesterday when, what was his name? Don Corleone was in here, new player, saying, whatever you do not use potato at Old Berg. It's one of those big carp will get you and just destroy your gear. So for me, where is he? These kind of things like this is 11 kilo, but these are valuable fish. 22 kilo common. The barbel. These are all like what you can get catching the big carp. These guys, 29 kilos. 28 kilos. 38. Like he's my biggest. 38. So I got this guy yesterday, Mirror Ghost, 7.5 kilos. He's worth a lot of money, them guys. I love catching these, but you don't get too many of them. But yeah, that would be my favourite fish. Okay, I got you, Captain. Traditional way. Well, I mean, I think you can, when you can afford to buy the gear, you can do that, though, can you not? You use, it was someone, I can't remember who it was now, was float fishing for big carp the other day. But it's as you were saying the other day also about the barbel, and the barbel they have in the lakes, but they don't have in the rivers. Small bleak. Oh, righto. No, we don't. Not that I know of anyway, unless they give them a different name. Oh, these fish are getting smaller and smaller. Not one on there. I've got one on one of them somewhere. It must be the first one. And throw away. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to move. We're going to go to the other spot. Sometimes just looking through these reeds does my eyes in. So we're going to go to a spot where there's no reeds. I just have to remember where it is. Around this way. So this is a campsite. Every map has one. So there's a variety of things. Obviously there's the campfire where you can make your tea and coffee. Brazier you can use. I don't even know what you're doing there. I don't do it. There's should be a fish dryer, fish drying rack. You can dry fish out for food. You can also store some gear in the tent that you're not using. Just remember which map you left it on. And a smokehouse for cooking fish and stuff as well. So they're all pretty similar, but this one here, you'd start a fire, then make your tea and coffee, or you can cook sausage on a stick, or a lot of other bits and pieces in the game. Yeah, what numbers am I looking for now? I forget. 6849, I think. Yeah, here, this spot. So same bait setup, but a 10-metre clip. So we got just over half our bag full. I suppose that's something. Yeah. I think yesterday I was casting, I don't know if you can see, I call that like a face in the wall there and the two eyes. I was casting a bit more towards that yesterday, but I don't know if that makes any difference here, to be honest. I think this is where I caught the trophy roughy here yesterday, and I think I got the trophy common minnow here as well. So we'll see how we go today. Well, there's a common minnow for you, but he's too small to keep. No, never. No, you can get snags though. You can get snag. Some of the maps that have weedy, reedy areas, you can get snags in there. But you can't get like a normal tangle in your gear. Obviously, fish can snap you off and break things. If your setup's not right, if your line and your leader are too heavy, they can break your rod or your reel. You kind of learn that fairly quickly in the game. There you go. We've got the trophy common minnow, 102. So hopefully that should tick one off the list. Because I caught it on the Paternoster rig. So you can see the bars now that because it's raining, the bottom bar, the comfort bar, is spiraling south, a little white marine. And thank you. So I have a button preset for tea, so we'll hit that a couple of times and you should see that bottom bar move back up into the green. And also the food bar will go up with it a little bit as well. No. So if you're a new player and you're still in the bottom lakes, Mosquito Lake and Winding Rivulet, you can get a free feed there, free food, once every 24 hours in game time, up next to the tackle shop in both maps. So rather than worrying about making tea and coffee for those players, you just go and get a free feed every day. But you should not be eating your own or spending money and buying food. Although, as I showed you, I've spent a lot on food, but I learned now that you don't need it. No, not clothing. But say if I was fishing here and I go back up and I have that campfire going up there, I can go and stand next to that campfire and that will also rejuvenate it. You've got to be on there, yeah? No, maybe. I think it is. Small. Yeah, tiny fella. I think you, well, I mean, I can go up here. So, and look down there. Okay, so I can't see him, but I could stand here for a bit. I can certainly see them from there, and you can certainly see the bottom one's got a fish on it. So, it's not something I've ever done, but I do know it's something you can do. I mean, normally I just keep drinking tea, and you'll eventually get back up there, but of course, the other thing you can do when it starts raining on the map you're on, you can change maps. You go somewhere where it's not raining. I'll throw him back. So if you come back into this part, if it's raining, I click on here, say, okay, we're here, and you have a weather forecast. Okay, so we've got a few rainy days coming up. You decide you don't want to stay there. Well, you can pick another map. So, okay, we're thinking about maybe later we'll go back here. So we check the weather at Oldberg. It's got cloudy days for the next 4 days. So you might decide to go back there now rather than later. Or if you're low level, like these two here, cost you no money to travel between them. Yeah, it can be for sure. So you can come back here. Okay, no rain here for a week. And Mosquito Lake's raining for a week. So if you're a low level player, you could probably spend a week at Winding and not worry about fishing mosquito. Well, I guess it is. You can look at the weather report. It's just whether you've got enough money to be able to travel that far. I think it's on this one. Well, we catch a lot of these, but we're not getting too many tag ones, although we did get the trophy. Yeah, Captain, I mean, I don't know about every map, but I mean, some people say that if it's raining or thunder at Balea, that's the best time to fish there, but I don't know. Sometimes these bells ring and the bites are that small, I don't even know which one's going. Still got cheese on there, haven't we? It's not been doing very well, the cheese. Don't worry, the weatherman here is not that good either sometimes. You can certainly have a look at a map and going to have clear for 3 days, and then the day after you get there, it's pouring down rain. Yeah, I don't know how many of these you got to catch before you catch a tag one. Oi. No, didn't have a fish on there. I thought we had that one. Anyway. Well, he's certainly playing with his food, isn't he? He may well be on there already. Yeah, not very big though. Yeah, it's got to be the best job in the world. You can be 100% wrong, you still can't get into trouble. Let's aim more towards the face there, see what happens. If it's any different, probably not. So the fishing today is a bit slower than what I did here yesterday, because nothing on there. Yesterday, after 2 hours, I had 80 odd fish. Doesn't look like we're going to get there. So I was actually hoping to get a full bag 100 in 2 hours, but that's not looking like it's going to happen. Come to Thailand, mate, to be a true story. It doesn't matter how old you are. Oh, still can't get a tag on one. All right. So we'll just give this another minute or two. We'll see if we can't catch something a little better. And then we'll go back to where we started on this map. Try there again for 10 minutes or so. So I've gained exactly 0.1 today after 54 fish. This is a little disappointing. We finally got a tag on one. Because I don't, these spots aren't known for big fish where I'm fishing. The fish that I'm catching is what the spot's been identified as. So this spot here is like for common minnows. The last one we were at was for the 3-spine stickleback. Another little roughie. Can't even get a tag on one of them. Anyway, we want to go back to the first spot. Yeah, the game doesn't matter which water body you're on. Is different areas are for different fish. So it's unlikely I'm going to catch a big fish here. Not impossible, but of course, but unlikely. When we go to, we'll just go up the top here for a tick. I mean, you can fish from up here. One of the other streamers did it, and you aim out for those red buoys there. It's about 42 metres out there, and there's you catch some decent fish there. But then when you try and drag them up this cliff face, I've snapped a few leaders. So that boat goes to and from all the time as well. So you catch a fish there, and then you try and run back onto the bridge here. So you try and bring them around the corner. But there was another guy, and I don't know what clip he would have used. So that's 42 from up there. So at least 50, and just aim straight down there. But there are other guys that will drive a boat up and anchor down there, or they drift down there, or whatever they do and fish. It's not something I've tried. I'll tell you what we'll do. We won't go back to that original spot. We'll go to this old spot where they, for me coming to Ladoga, this is what started it all off, was this spot. People were catching trophy blue tag common roaches and lots of trophies here. Now that was on it. No, not that one, dummy. This one. 15. We'll just leave it at that for now. We'll just keep one out there with the ground bait. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. But the first, yeah, this one's nice. There is a nicer one. The new Kiori Lake is even better than here. And I like Seversky Donuts, which is just a river, but it's quite nice as well. What we got here? Oh, well, we got a tag on this guy, so that's a bonus. That's another species caught for the day. So the first 2 casts I ever had here, I caught 2 trophy common roach. I'll keep doing that, don't I? This one you want numpty. Yeah. Yeah, no, but it is a great game, and the feel of the maps are quite pretty. That the Mendulon, no, I don't think so. Some of them, if you're trying to float fish, they'll want the floats will wander off and drift with the current. A little Vendace, but it's got a tag, so we'll be keeping that. So this spot here was, I don't know if it'll ever come back on again, but this place was just alive with blue tagged and trophy commons. So before we fished off that one just there, out towards those two bunches of reeds. Oh, that's the biggest one we've caught today, 63. I'm sure of that. So it's pretty decent bite rate here though. Thank you. Oh, got away. Little bugger. Oh, I can't remember what carp I caught the other day. No, it escapes me. But it was 29.9 and 30 was the trophy. So I've missed out on trophy crucians by 3 grams. So a couple of grams here is not too bad. Just the way of the game, isn't it? Did I catch one here or not? Yeah. What we got here? A bit of a red line there. It could well, yeah, I can't remember what it was. But it was either like exactly that, a leather or a... right, this might ring a bell. This will ring a bell for sure. Another one. Thank you, thank you. It's cheating catching them here though. That's so easy. But obviously they're not as prolific as they have been here in the past. But I mean, that's 2 I've caught here today. 1 here, 1 over there. And yesterday I caught 3 from over there. So they're still around. And then we got all 3 sets of bells ringing here. So this one stopped. Is there a fish on there? Probably. Tiny little fella. Well, we've had lots of action here banging away, but let's have that all hooked up. Maybe. No. So on the cheese, this would almost certainly be a common. Yeah, barely a keeper though. we've got 61 fish. I wonder how many common roaches are in 61. Oh, not that one, wrong button. Six, 7, 42, 43, 44, 46. Nah, it's more than that, Captain. Anyway, a couple of minutes, and that'll be our 2 hours up. So we're probably not going to get our 100 fish, but I suppose we could. Stay a bit longer. Just reduce our time at Old Berg, that's all. Although we're not actually, we're not improving our bottom rate here. Oh, you little bugger jumped off. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. I guess first one for the day, so shouldn't complain too much. I think the night time they go off the bite a bit here, so stick it out for a couple of minutes. If it does drop off, we'll disappear, I think. A little bird coming in to say hello. So this is very tiny. So 5 centimetres, no buck, this one. You're talking about 2 millimetres. How do you get them that small? Nice wild cast. Oh, sweet. I'll definitely look into that and join in for sure. I watched you guys the other night when you did that 3 carp one at Bear Lake. Oh, 2 centimetres, was it? Okay, so well, not much smaller than what we're fishing here. Yeah, what's that one? Yeah, the black carp one you did the other night. But I was a bit too seedy to participate. And yeah, you got there right at the very end. What I found quite interesting was that if I remember correctly, you had to change to potato bait to catch your black carp. And then about an hour later, yeah, true. An hour later, I went and fished there, and I caught them all with the pear and honey cream. Caught 6 blacks. Didn't get any on potato. I think we might be done yet. Yes. What have we got here? No, too small. Okay. We are going to shut down on Ladoga at 63 fish. Yes, I remember reading about that. Was it in Panda's chat last night? I wasn't in there for long. I was switching between. I had a quick look at him, but and then went and watched the T20 cricket. Well, thank you, Ladoga. You've been a lot of fun. You've kept me interested for a couple of hours. Just have to learn how to walk over these rocks. So we'll go and have a look. I'm sure we're going to sell something in the. What I do want to do, this is a tackle shop here, isn't it? Yeah. For those who've never fished here, never ever buy bait here for these fish. So this is what we've been using. And to buy 30 pieces here is 201. And this is what we've been using. And to buy 30 pieces here is 215. The caddisfly is not too bad. If you go to Volkov, you can buy 300 pieces for 190. So if you're going to fish here for what we just fished for, and you need to use these baits, you need to buy them at Volkov before you come here. Don't buy them here, that's just crazy. Point to remember for those newish players, if there's any here. Let's quickly, while we're here, show you the famous inhabitants so that you know I wasn't lying. Oh, there's one lake trout, but look at the pike, 21, 23, 23, 24, and the big burbot. So that's all the blue tags have been caught in here. Right. Now, it's a damn cafe, that one? Yeah. I don't come here often enough, I forget what's what. Cafe. That's just some commons here. So I'll throw all them little ones back, and then you come here and there's 5 from 30. I could add that. 4 from 10 grams. But if they're not tagged, I don't like keeping them. But maybe I should check here first. But we can do this one. So it's 31 for those 3 fish. Oh, I need 5. Damn it. So we've got nothing we can do there. 5. 30 gram, not 3. We didn't get enough of any of them, did we? Bleak, we didn't get enough. Okay, well, we didn't get chubbed that big anyway. But these guys we could have got. There's no roach ones here, so now we are in trouble with money-wise. Yesterday there was 2 common roach ones here that I filled. Anyway, doesn't matter. It is what it is. So this little whitefish is nearly 20. And then the 3. 155, 75 bucks an hour. Pretty average for fishing, but a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So now we're going to go to Oldberg. So we have 2 hours left, or just under 2 hours left. We're going to try and catch 100 fish here in 2 hours. I'm just going to go to a spot that someone, that's not too far, we don't have to go far. It's quite a well-known spot as well. Just here. Famous bit of water here. You can catch a lot of different things here. We're definitely not going to catch anything on caddisfly. And we're going to go back to having a few of these guys on. Just the stock crucian gibble mix. We'll probably up that a little bit to 10 will do. And we're going to put some sweet dough on there. Hopefully no big carp hitters. 4.4. Got some. Yeah, I think we'll go to 6.4, a little bit bigger, just in case. God, what was his clip here? 9, I think. 9. Now this guy said that he literally caught hundreds of crucians and gibbles here. On this setup, so we'll put him to the test, shall we, and just see. On sweet though. I think if I look at some of the carp fishing, some of the bigger carp, I didn't change that, did I? You numpty. They got to change the ground bait as well. That's a good waste of one piece. Doesn't matter. Right. Now there's the clip. So literally hundreds of, oh, come on, man. How far do you want me to step away from it? Hundreds of gibbles and crucians, he said. Do I believe him? Probably not. I think I'd rather be. I'm not leaving cheese on here. I didn't change that middle one. So I've got to change that. I didn't change the leader on that other one. I'll change this one though. Sharpzilla, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. How was your stream? And welcome to all the raiders. So we're having a bit of fun here now at Oldberg. We didn't quite get our 100 fish at Ladoga. We got 63, I think it was, from memory. So you can go back. Where are you? Where are you? Here you are. So yeah, 2 hours there, 63 fish, 3 trophies, I think. No fish there. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't know, man. I tried that last night for an hour or so, and tried the supposedly active spots, and I had a pretty terrible time of it. And there was quite a few guys complaining in chat about slow bite rates. So yeah. It's nice if you can get it. Did you get a few exotics? A 100 of them would do me. So this spot, Sharpie, I mean, you've probably fished here 1,000 times for other things. Okay, good. But one of the guys on the, I think it was the Russian Fishing Forum, or it could have been, not the Russian Fishing Forum, the VK Forum, or could have been on the Facebook page. But he's caught hundreds of gibbles and crucians from here, and lots of trophies. So, wow, not bad. I made 75 an hour at Ladoga. Tiny bream, is it? Yeah. But one thing about this spot, the bite rate's always going to be up. And you never know, you might just drop in a good one now, every now and again. But once again, this is a great spot for low-level players. You just come to Old Berg and don't need to be chasing the big carp and stuff. Carp, pike, whatever. In the daytime, you can come and fish here and catch these. In the night time, you can catch the bream. All right, bud. Enjoy your lunch. I hope it's going to be Thai food. You don't eat that Falang rubbish, do you? Good bit of Songkran. Good stuff. Got to admit, I love it, but someone doesn't always agree with me. First gibble. That's a few little decent crucians here, which is good. Not really, mate. I spent a lot of years in. See, we still get common wrasse wherever you go. Little buggers everywhere. I spent a lot of time in Australian Navy, so I travelled extensively through Southeast Asia during that time. I did not want to pick that up, you numpty. So I became really, after my second divorce, I decided I didn't want to be in Australia anymore. So there's a choice between here and the Philippines, and here won out. And I'm glad in a way. I think the whole COVID thing has been handled far, far better here than in the Philippines. So I don't know if there's a fish on there or not. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I knew there were no surprises when I came here, put it that way. I actually came here for initially for a holiday with not long after I separated from the last wife. I come over here actually with her brother. So I guess he's not technically my brother-in-law anymore. He's just a mate. But we came over for a couple of weeks, and I went back to Australia. And I was back in Australia for 2 weeks and came back. Said, that's it, I'm done. It's far cheaper to live here. Yeah, absolutely, mate. And the reason being is because it's so much better than their home countries. I mean, there's a huge expat base in Thailand. Not only on the coast where I am, but even inland in the middle provinces, just all the farming provinces. There's so many in there as well. Just a different way of life. Oh, I love the Philippines, but probably for all the wrong reasons for you, but I love it there. It's not common. Put it this way, you don't come to Thailand to look at the beach and the temples. There's other things to look at. Much more enjoyable. Ah, yeah, okay. Jesus. Long time ago. My old man was in the Pommy Merchant Navy. Probably just after the Second World War, I guess. Maybe around 1950, something like that. I think from memory it was on the... Might have been on the Queen Mary or the original Queen Elizabeth back then. I can't remember exactly. And that was quite funny because one of those ships that he was on in the Pommy Merchant Navy went to Australia. And then eventually he migrated to Australia. Yeah, I don't know. I never went on a merchant ship back in the day, but I know like the modern ships, they can run like 100,000 ton tanker with about 12 people and keep it running 24/7. So I'd imagine back in the day it was a lot more difficult. Yeah, as you should. I'm not a fan of San Nig, but yeah. Actually, I prefer Thai beer to Filipino beer, but chunky fellow. Yeah. Well, it's a lifestyle thing. I mean, I love being at sea. I don't miss playing war games and all that sort of stuff, but just the actual cruising around in the ocean is just magnificent. See these little baby crucians here. Certainly chewing through the ground bait as well. Lucky I got a bit. Yep, decent enough. They hardly have time to breathe here. 9 minutes. 14 fish in 9 minutes. Then we're throwing a couple back. Oh, I can imagine. I mean, yeah. Some of the places you visit, some of the places you see when you go there. One thing I'll never forget is going in the Philippines, in Manila, going to the presidential palace after the Marcos had been there, and the lavish lifestyle and the waste of money that they did. What they had a country that was so poor, the average person was so damn poor, and yet the affluence that they had was just crazy. Here in Thailand, I mean that the actual temples themselves, the Thai temples and the monuments. I mean, you have to go see them at least once when you're here. And there's so many of them. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stories around like that. I know that there was guys in the Australian Navy that were on a particular ship and they got sunk. And then the next ship they went on got sunk as well. And they still survived. Why am I catching all those little ones on this one? Did I not change the hook on here or something? No, we changed the hook. We changed the leader. We got everything right. Oh, damn it. Well, there was a fish on that one. It would have gone slack. Okay, there's got to be one on here. These bells, man, Jesus. Can't remember how much they cost for the lights. Water rat, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we're going pretty decent, not too bad. We kind of had some fish numbers targets that we didn't quite reach at Ladoga, but I think we're ahead of the bubble here. Unfortunately, it's not helping me with my bottom feeding skill, but anyway, it is what it is. And there's your fishing today, improved from yesterday, I hope. Geez, there's a lot of little ones here as well. Okay, yep. Well, I mean, I got lights on my carp rods, but I don't have lights on these ones. I should just go and buy another set. Good. God, I hope everyone's got their volume turned down. I know I would. Well, the worst part's half of them, you can't even see which one it is. I mean, I know the middle one's going now, but... Oh, well, yeah. It sounds like you did better than yesterday, then. Well, at least he's a keeper. Let me run up there and see how much the lights are. If they got them here, I don't even know if they got them here. Those fish won't go anywhere. This is as much for my sanity as yours, believe me. Rig components, bite alarms, electronic, 103. You got one of each. Good. The silence is golden away from them ringing bells. Right, you first. A reject. One down. Ooh. I did that wrong. Right, which one's next? Which one of you little beggars is going to have a fish on it? None at the moment. So we've got 18. How long did that take us? 18 and 17. So a fish a minute. That's a keeper fish a minute. We caught plenty of others that we threw back. Reject. No. Okay, no more ringing bells, thank goodness. Never buy these guys, they are terrible. They'll do your head in for noise. Righto. That's much more pleasant. Sitting there for 2.5 hours having them bells ringing in my ear was enough. Another reject. So, I was mentioned before about this spot being good for other stuff. Well, it's not too bad, whatever this one is. Night time here, you can switch up to some night crawlers and fish pieces. And you can catch burbot and eel here. Also, if it tickles your fancy, you can float fish here for bleak and the occasional frog. I think you can. I caught more bleak here. I say best time. You go into the cafe. They got an order there for 5 bleak over whatever size. I came down here one day and did 5 casts. Got the 5 bleak. It was like, can't remember how much it was, but it was a reasonable sum of money. I've never got a catfish here, Captain. I'm going to tap myself rapidly on the head right now, touch wood. I've never got one. But certainly I've caught eel here and burbot here. And I've also used boilies and caught the bigger carp here as well. Commons and don't know if I've ever caught a grasser here. I'm not sure. Maybe. But it's a pretty prolific spot for pretty much all the fish in the game here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. I have fish feed all over there. I don't know that I've ever caught a catfish on Old Boo. I can't remember doing it. I don't know what bream spots are going off here at the moment. Yeah. But I could try and find a bream spot for if there's a few guys here that are keen to come here looking for bream. Yeah, true. But I can't use PVA yet, so it doesn't really matter. That's why I'm trying to get this up to 100% so I can. I've still got a little ways to go on my ground bait as well. It's only 95 point something. But until I get this up to 100, I can't do it anyway. So what have we got in the bag here now? Look at, I can't quite see that now. 25 plus the 60 odd. So we caught about 88 fish today, and I've gone up 0.1%. Okay, pick it and see the plus 10. And it may well be that's what I'm going to have to do, is to just spend the money on rods instead of anything else at the moment to pick up that extra. I just feel this is going to be a never-ending grind. Like even and I will follow your advice and go to Tunguska and try there. But once you caught the species once, well, then you've caught it. So there's obviously not going to be any more benefit. Like the first trophy I caught yesterday at Ladoga, I went up 0.1, first fish of the day, and then went up 0.1 on about the 5th trophy. Oh, look at this little Christmas tree light up here. We've got bite on all 3 of them. Oh, I got you. But then I'd still need to have 100% ground bait. Would that be right? Which is no big deal. I mean, I can work on the the ground bait you can do offline. Yeah, okay, good. But how much is the TI carp rod? It's going to be more money than I've got. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think all these rods here I bought before I stopped playing the game the first time. So as far as their relevance in the game anymore, I have no idea. Although I do see people using, actually I see people using these FD240s at Bear and Amber. I don't know if that's something I'd like to be doing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, at least we'll keep that one. I think the best play of the day was to go and buy 3 of these blinking lights. I can't hear them bells anymore. Tiny one, but a keeper. So I think we've got, looking at that, we've got 27 fish in the bag, but I know I've gone through 2 lots of ground bait, which is 40. So we've caught nearly 40 fish to keep 27. Yeah, I hope so. I wouldn't mind just slip a trophy in here. Would be probably make the day almost. You on there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What have we got on this one, guys? Looks like a nice fat juicy gibble to me. There we go. That's one of them. See if we can't get lucky and get a crucian while we're here. Thanks, No Buck. Appreciate it. So we're in our third batch of ground bait here. Not today, mate. Yeah, that's number 4 for the day. Man, we've got a bit of time left. Maybe we'll find some time and try and catch a trophy bream later. I'm not sure. We'll see how we go. All I can say is the guy that put the post up about this spot and said it's hot. He was being quite honest. So I mean, for new players that looking to level up, probably not a bad spot for them. This guy going to pick up and go, or are we going to take him down? Right, we'll get him. See what we got here. Nothing much. One that John West rejects. We'll keep that one. This is all sweet though, Captain. All sweet though. And the stock standard in-game cruise and gibble ground boat. Yeah, it keeps everyone busy at the moment. We'll do this guy first. Yeah, so yeah, I could drop down a level on rods and reels and fish here as well. In actual fact, when I fished at Ladoga yesterday, that's what I used. I used these. Where are you, little beggars? I used these guys yesterday. These three at Ladoga with these reels. I mean, it's a little quicker to do it with these this rod and reel setup, but I got 5 trophies yesterday with those rods, and I only got 3 today. So I think it was Sharky said about using rigs you don't use very often can help. But so that's why I use them, but I haven't used them for years, but they didn't help much. Lots of little ones now. Not helping the cause at all. Yeah, and that's what's trying to take his advice and use stuff I haven't used for a very long time yesterday. It didn't seem to make too much difference. In fact, I take on board everything everybody says and I try it, and eventually something's going to work. Yeah, and I don't plan on spending any money. I'll take the grind. There was someone actually came into the stream yesterday and asked about whether it was pay to play or not, or pay to win, if you like, whichever way you want to look at that. And I could say honestly that I've never spent a cent. Yeah, well, I'm on Paternoster rigs now, so I've changed from loop rig to Paternoster rigs. And I did that to get a qualification, so which we achieved at Ladoga. What on earth have we got on here? Oh, decent size. I thought it was going to be tiny. I'll just quickly go there. Just you're on feeder. Which one was it? Catch trophy fish on each. So I've caught trophy fish on all of them except for the bait fish one. And I did the Paternoster one today with this common minnow. So yeah. Yeah, look, I don't disagree, and I don't write it off into the future, particularly if I'm going to stream it, because I think it's advantageous to be able to give new players, if it turns out to be the only thing you can ever give them is some bait, will so be it. But it helps to be able to help out your viewers in that regard. So maybe it's something I'll do in the future. Well, I don't know if it's as bad now as what it used to be when the game first came out, but with the premium, you leveled up so much faster. Say leveled up. You had so much money, but you couldn't make full use of the premium you were spending. I don't know, it's hard to explain now. I can't remember exactly how the setup used to work. But I think you used to make so much money, but you didn't get the XP to go with it, or the other way around. You couldn't afford to buy what you needed. Yeah, so that might have been it then. You got the XP, but you didn't get the money to get there. So those guys that were spending the money were becoming frustrated because they couldn't take full advantage of what they'd done. It was an achievement I came up on my screen last night, Captain. It was middle of the game somewhere. A little achievement came up, 1001 nights. So I don't know. That's 1001 in game. Level 33. Mate, there's every chance water that's where I'm going to be as well. I'd like to think I'll have one Tagara by then, but we'll see. I mean, if I could get 100% and get the ground bait up to 100 and get PVA and fish Amber Lake, I think you can get up there fairly quickly. But it's a bit of a chicken and an egg game, really. Yeah. I mean, I've done absolutely zero on lure making. Now, I know at some stage in the game it's going to bite me in the butt for not having anything. There was one of the viewers in here the other week. He was Can't remember what level he was now, but he was regretting not doing it on the way through, or doing a little bit. Yeah, that's what's in the back of my mind, Water Rat. I have to be careful that. Okay, fair enough. Yep. The way I'm going with the bottom fishing all the time, I may end up getting bored with it. So I need to look at other things. I mean, I quite enjoy spin fishing, but not trolling in a boat. And especially here, quite happy to spend an hour or two spin fishing, just one rod and obviously one lure, and flicking out trying to catch some pike and perch. You put that down the bad angle. Wow. Well, there used to be a place that, I don't know if it's still there, I haven't been there, Volkov. You used to have to get a boat and go there to like a second grocery store, and you could buy moonshine there, but you used to run out of stock very, very quickly. But I see now you can make moonshine, because I don't think you could do that before. Okay. Be nice to catch a trophy crucian here, to be honest. I got the gibble. Give me a crucian as well. It's the majority of the fish we're catching. Ah, righto. That's why you could never make it when I was playing last time, so. What have we got in the bag? 46. It's not too bad. Quick squeeze, 46 and how long? 42 minutes. So we're way ahead of Ladoga. Yeah, it makes you ask the question, why would they do that? Personal record, maximum number of fish caught in one day. There you go. Wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah. And I think that's a sad part of the game, that they've taken a lot of that stuff out of it. Like that, the stuff I showed you I fished with yesterday, those FD100s and 3000 reels, I kept all them because eventually when I was playing before, my intention was to stream and then give them away as prizes. But of course they're taking that away from me now. Or just give them away to players that helped me out that didn't have a feeder. Because I used all those reels and I had them all repaired 100%, ready to give away. Okay, yep. Well, certainly chewing through this stuff. I think that's 80 we've gone through for 49 fish. Ah, right. Yeah, good point. Good point. I mean, at the end of the day, I think when I quit last time, I'd reached Suru, which was the last water body in the game at that point in time. and I fished there for a whole day. A day is as in my time, so maybe 4 or 5 hours, a lifetime. And I didn't catch a fish. So that was when I stopped playing. And really, I've only just been back a few weeks. Well, it's half decent fish, this one. One of the biggest ones we've caught. Just hope it's the right colour. Nah, wrong colour. Could be another fatty though. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much luck there either. It's sure it's slow for me. I tried Sabursky for an hour or so yesterday as well. I didn't do too bad there, but still nothing like this number of fish in an hour. Someone put a spot up there for river mussels, or mussels in, well actually they said river mussels. So I caught about 4 or 5 river mussels there. I caught a zebra mussel there, caught a donuts roughy there, crayfish. So it was quite an interesting spot to fish, but just that a little bit too slow. Never been to Prison Pond. And when I tell people that don't play the game about it, they laugh their head off. So I need a big one of these guys. I need a big crucian. He's only got to have an 8 there instead of a 0. Looks juicy. Well, there you go. We got them. We got them all. Well, the 2 we wanted to get anyway. So yeah, Captain, if you got some new players, and at the moment this spot is awesome. So 54 and 47. Every chance we'll get to 60 within the hour. Absolutely, I do think it's a great concept, because so many other games, people will just get banned for life. So I think it is a great concept. And they keep people, oh, you little bugger, got away. Second one of the day. And at least keep people in the game. And I think some other games could learn from it as well. Obviously, you're going to get repeat offenders, and they're just going to get banned eventually anyway. But I think for first offenders, or people that make little mistakes, it's a great concept. And I'm saying that from someone that doesn't even understand the way it works. I don't know how long you go there for what offence, what you do wrong, how long you have to spend there. I don't know. But if it keeps people interested in the game, and they can think about what they did and make a decision if they want to keep going the game or not. Oh, okay, you could apply to get there. Now, what sort of sadist would do that? Probably be something like a glorified cottage pond or something, wouldn't it? I don't know. As I say, I've got no idea. I don't even know anyone that's been there personally. Well, I was thinking this might have died off at night and we would go do some bream fishing, but the opposite is true. It's picking up. Oh, okay. Yeah, good point there, Water Rat. There's a video tube of everything else, isn't there? YouTube. I'll have a look at for that after the stream for sure. Yeah, I hope it's still up there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have a look for it after the stream. I'm really interested to have a look at it. So I can remember not that long ago there was a guy on VK forum trying to work out why his friend had got shoved to the prison pond. It appeared like he was being abusive in chat or swearing in chat or something like that. But okay, perfect. I'll have a look. Hi Viz, how you doing, buddy? How's your day so far? I think you just woke up, haven't you? Eating your cornflakes? Okay, for you Germans. I don't know, would they send cheaters there? Or did they just ban the cheaters? I mean, I don't mind if they just ban cheaters, to be honest. Come on, give me one more fish in a hurry. How long have we got? Oh, we've got plenty of time. 9 minutes. Maybe we can get to 70. Oh, 5 days ago, okay. Yeah, there. And that's a pretty good call then, for people like that. So I'm guessing if you get sent there, they're going to force you to fish there for a certain number of time, not just if you don't fish there, you're not going to see out your time. You've got to play the game. You got to get on the job, mate. You should come and fish this spot here. This spot's crazy. Yeah, that's good. Well, that's what I thought, Water Rat. I thought it would be not dissimilar to fishing there. Well, I guess if they go there and they catch their weight in fish or whatever they need to do, then they've sort of done their time for their crime and they should be allowed back in the game. Yeah, well, I think that would go hand in hand with having to catch all that weight. I mean, they got time to think about what they did, and if they don't want to, yeah. Well, if you want to make racist type comments about anything these days, you're going to cop it in the neck, aren't you? It's just doesn't matter what your personal feelings are, one way or the other. You just can't say it anymore. I don't know how you can call it a scam when you don't have to spend money if you don't want it. I mean, it might be biased towards the Russians or the Chinese, but I don't think it's a scam. Look at these guys run. So they haven't got enough strength to pull the rods over. Get in the orange and stay there, and then I can think you're a trophy at least, but I don't think you are now. Well, you could be. Oh, dear me. There's three. 3 Gibble trophies. Yeah, I'm sure of it. I know in World of Tanks, for example, the Russian player base is huge compared to the rest of the world. I think you can. I haven't done it, but I think now you can actually, when you log in, you can change servers. They got 4 or 5 times as many servers as anywhere else in the world. Yeah, exactly. Simple maths for sure. You'll get there, buddy. You'll get there. There's no rush. It's a game for fun. I think you'll be. Yeah, I think in this game that the chances of me catching a what have we got here? This will be the smallest fish of the day. Now this guy could put in my fish tank in my aquarium. He's small enough. Yeah, my chances of catching a monster are less than yours, say for example, because you can have PVA. You've earned that right to have that PVA. But that doesn't mean to say I can't match you eventually. 6 XP. Water rat, I reckon that one today was mine. There you go. Now where is it? It's not in, where is it? In stats, isn't it? Yeah, trophies. Why is it? Maybe it take time to come up there. Oh, no, what mosquito? Oh dear. Where are we? Alberg. 1939. I reckon that's the one I got today. This one I don't think is. Where is he? Yep, 1939. So here's a spot for you to come get it, water rat. I mean, you're going to catch a lot of other rubbish, but he's here. Sweet dough bait, that's the secret. I can tell you all fish to use on lots of other different baits, wet bread, worms. I think this is the first time I've ever used sweet dough. Thought I might have got lucky and got a tench or two as well, but not to be. Sweet dough, double nuts. And how are you today? I was a bit worried about that, Captain, because I know they will have a crack at dough baits, but so far we haven't had any. Oh, this is tiny. What do we got here? Oh, well, it's double the last points. Yes, mate. Yep. Stock standard game, crucian ground bait. Or whatever that is, I don't even know what's in it. Let's have a look. Yep. Ground crackers, millet porridge, sunflower oil. Doesn't get any simpler. Yeah, you'll get there, Ivies, no problem. What about this guy? No, he might be just under. Yeah, long way under. 367. Beautiful. Nice. Would you catch him here or at Bear Lake? I think this one will be going back somehow. Okay, nice. Yeah, don't tell that to new players though about using potato. Tell them never to use it. Not until at least they get decent gear. Otherwise they won't like you much when they break all their gear they got now. So we must be past the hour now, are we just? So if we drop them two off, well, there's 1 hour there. Less 3. 65 fish in the hour. And what was it? 4 trophies. 1, 2, 3. I think there's 9. Yep, 4. Bob Lee, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Now the little ones come back in the daytime. Ivies, I'm trying to raise my bottom fishing level. It's extremely difficult to do. Some people recommend it. It's quantity of fish rather than quality of fish. So that's what we're trying. We did the first 2 hours of the stream at Ladoga. We only caught 63 fish there. Yeah, I know, but that doesn't help me with my bottom fishing, Bob. I really probably don't have suitable gear to go spinner fishing there at the moment. So yes, I'm trying to catch a maximum number of fish and see what we can get. I think I got about 9 trophies today, double nuts. It doesn't seem to be helping me at all. This possibly? No. Felt like it. No, it could be. Not quite. Oh, now ground bait. Forgot the ground bait. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll get there in good time. Doesn't matter. I'm not in a great hurry. Oh, I don't think he's on there. Oh, he is small. Look at this thing. I can't even see it. It's that small. Where's Captain? 2 XP points. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear. So, like, really at both places, I've caught way over 100. I like wind. How you doing, buddy? Both places I've caught well over 100 fish in the 2 hours. Just I haven't got 100 keepers. I think I've definitely gone through more than 100 ground bait here. Nine, I think, Bob. 8 or 9. 9, I'm thinking. I'll check in a tick when I get this one. Well, I haven't caught one of them. I think that's the first bream I've actually caught, and I was expecting to catch a few of those. You can go back. Check the clip for you. Yeah, 9. I reckon the game should be fair and give me another trophy crucian. No. No. Stop. Right, thank you. Let's put the ground bait in. I think it makes a difference here. Without the ground bait, you're catching them tiny little ones. Well, this is still another tiny little one. Not as bad as some though, but not much better. Come on, little fella, get up there. Not quite have a tag on you either. Yeah, I reckon I caught well over 100 fish here and 72 keepers. Yeah, they haven't got much time if they're thinking about something for Halloween. Only got 5 days. Most of the other games that they are having Halloween stuff. Well, they've got a fishing comp on for Halloween. But you've got to be level 32. So they're sort of aware of it. But I don't think they're doing anything for it. I think I would run out of days on this earth if I had to do it that way. Captain. Like, it's quite funny, like you get 2 XP for a fish there, and I saw, granted it was during his happy hour with Panda. It was one of those trophy carp he caught the other day with like 200,000-300,000 for one fish with his premium plus his happy hour. So yeah. So I don't think we've actually moved here at all. We haven't 92.5. We have not moved at all. So we've got 72 in the bag. Yeah, million plus XP. Yeah. Well, you need to when you're at your level. The one in the middle was going pretty decent. I don't know that there'd be one that small like this. I mean, I bloody hope not. I could hardly see that one was worth 2. I mean, none of these fish are worth much in the way of XP, even compared to catching some carp at amber. So it's only small again. Probably too small, unless it's a common maybe. Oh, yeah, we're just keeping. I want to catch 25 fish in half an hour. I guess we can achieve that. Should be easy actually. If our current rate holds up. Well, yeah. I guess if you, I don't know what level you got to be to come here. Level 12 is it to come here? I can't remember. No, didn't get that fish. Yeah. That'd want to be a mighty fish to be able to get a couple of levels out of that from level 12 up, wouldn't it? Yeah, yeah. And that would probably what it would have to be as well, wouldn't it? A trophy black. Come on, you could probably see a grassy bumping him up one. That's a serious number there, Captain, 500. I think my best is still like 79,000. Another monster of the deep here. We can all need baby crucians. $77 Sunset Strip. I think mine is XP. 75,000. 0 blue tags. That's gone up quite a bit in the last few days. Oh dear. I think I caught a dozen trophies since yesterday. Yeah, if there's a cafe order for gibble or crucians, I'll definitely have it. Having said that, I've seen trophy orders, let's say, for five fish over a kilo. I may struggle for that. He's not fat enough. I haven't looked for the tray. I haven't been to the cafe, so I don't know what's there. I've got to get 306 silver here just to pay for the lights I bought for the rods, let alone the bait that we've used. Because the 3 sets of bells are driving me nuts. Just non-stop ringing. I thought they'd be going crazy right now with all 3 rods getting tapped. Yeah, I agree, Captain. It was something I had him planned for a little while, and I think it's far, far better for streaming. I can remember watching Spasma back in the early days, when it would take 3 hours to land a catfish, and he used to put a timer on his stream back then, and he'd have a fish on another rod with a bell, and yeah, you just hate that sound after a while. It's not too bad at Ladoga because yeah, you're on them pretty quick, but here was just going madness. So I've got 2 full sets of these lights now, so that's probably enough for me forever. I can just swap them between. I mean, I could have just swapped off the other ones to here and not bought new ones, but it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, absolutely, Iv. We're talking to Squeak it early in the stream. She come and raided me, and she'd been at Fiora, I think it said, chasing the 2x3 kilo pike cafe order. Said she got it eventually. So you get some good cafe orders for the smaller fish sometimes. Well, we're catching a lot of these little beggars, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. You'd catch it on the caliber, no problem. Look at the size of this one. Another microscopic fish. So you'd have to say this is a lightning spot for new players. Mr. Sudry. Always got to get one, don't we? Bye-bye. Yeah. Damn it, I don't like that new first time chat box that comes up now that you guys can't see it because it only happens in the stream. But it's a little more difficult to ban someone. But it's only for the first time they chat though. After that, it's cool. But I don't give them a second chance. If I wanted to be famous, I wouldn't be playing RF4 on stream, would I? And I know plenty about people in the past that have used viewer bots and come unstuck seriously afterwards. Apart from the embarrassment of being called out in the first place. No. There was a guy many years ago was streaming a game, and all of a sudden he got to the top of the pile with viewers, and a few of his peers questioned it, and they did some research into his viewers and who was chatting and how many chatted and how many did this and that, and then he got made public. Okay, Ivies, take care, mate. Have a good day at school. Make sure you pay attention to the teachers. I never did. And that's why I'm sitting there playing this game. Hopefully you'll be a bit better than that. But yeah, enjoy your day, mate. Thanks for dropping by. What do we got? Oh, we should get 100 in our 2 hours. Yeah. I hope, as long as we don't get too many more of these little blighters. See you, mate. Oh, that's another tiny one. Oh, look at the size of this thing. What do we got here? Oh, well, that's the first one then we caught today. And he's got a tag. Actually, I think I caught a trophy Chinese sleeper here during a nighttime fish on a piece of fish catching eels. Just a keeper, that guy. No. I say it's definitely the first one we've caught today. Well, it's certainly a busy little spot, isn't it? We've been here for just over about an hour and a half. I got 86 in the bag. I reckon I've got to throw 50 back, surely. I've got another little one on there, I think. Common. Gibble. Well, good eyesight. We're out of ground bait again. Seriously? 20 gone already? 30 gone already. So I think we've probably gone through 150 ground bait. Okay. Yeah, well, they're going to be in for a rude shock then, aren't they, when they get to the higher levels? You might get away with it here. I mean, I hope there's I can't remember the coordinates, but there's a spot at Mosquito or fish that had days like this. But I must admit, I don't get days like this too often. Unfortunately for me, it's done absolutely zero for my bottom fishing skill level. So now I'm definitely going to have to do some research. And another tiny one. Go to Tunguska and try and catch some new species, and hopefully that'll give me a little bump. Now I think if that fails, I don't get a decent jump up there. I'll just have to give it up and go back to carp fishing and let it take its time and get there in due course. I know when I'm fishing at amber and I catch those little under 3 kilo commons, you get a couple of 100 XP for them like a complaint. I've never fished their water rat at the moment. I have not fished there at all. So I have no idea where to go there to fish, what fish to catch. Yeah, I don't think there's a fish in the game you haven't caught, Captain, is there? So that might be tomorrow's planned water rat. We'll wait, we'll see. For me, the beauty of doing a stream like this one is that it's non-stop action. So people can stop by and there's something happening all the time. Rather than sit there and look at 3 rods in the water for half an hour in between fish. What have we got here? Another little fella. He's just got a tag on him, mate. I saw Panda fishing there yesterday. That was where he was fishing, yeah, yesterday, Panda. Now, I don't mind catching the sturlet that he would get. They looked to be decent size, but I would not want to get into one of them sturgeon that he caught. They're way outside my league at the moment. No, tuber was he? Okay. Oh, that's right. I think there's a little one on here. Little band operative word here. Slightly big enough to get a tag on him, so we'll keep him. Mine to go for a full bag. Well, it looks like we'll at least achieve the full bag here. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be fishing for them yet. I don't have anything to keep up with them guys. Or maybe you could hold them on the carp rod, but they're a long old fight. You'd be there for hours. Need a bite or two, guys. Come on. Don't die me now. So close to the end. Okay, how long that take him? I'd hate to get one on these alphas. Yeah, okay. Well, I suppose that's not too bad. That 38 kilo mirror that I caught at in the pond at Amber the other day took me 35. And even after the fish had given up the fight and was just like a floating log coming in, it was on the limit before my gear. It was just in the red, just dragging it through the water. So, yeah, not too much. Yeah, I think they're all fairly similar, them ones. For me, I still think the alphas are the better looking reels, but looks don't mean much in fishing. Yeah, your comment about the realistic fishing sim, yeah, they want a lot of action all the time. I don't mind sitting at home when I'm not streaming. And wow, that's a good fish water it. Yeah, I don't mind not catching a fish for half an hour or so. But I just don't think it's good for streaming. Oh, sorry, double nuts. Yeah, I'm using 4.4s, 60 centimetre. Pick up the other rod, you clown. 4.4s or 6.4? I might have 6.4s on, to be honest. I had 4.4s at, yeah, this one's a 4.4. I think the other two are 6.4. I changed them. And I knew I forgot one. Although it hasn't proved cost-worthy as yet. I think with these crucians and stuff, it doesn't make that much difference. Yeah, these ones are 6.4s. I have hooked up on some decent bream in this spot. Got 2.5 kilo plus bream here. Not today. So I put it up. I didn't want to get caught out by one of them guys. But thus far it doesn't matter because we haven't got anywhere near it. And I'm using a Paternoster rig today, not using a loop rig. Only because I needed to do it, catch a trophy on a Paternoster because I hadn't got one before. And I haven't bothered to change them back. I don't know that make any difference to their fishing at all. I don't think it makes too much difference. 5 more keepers to go. Then we have to go sell them. 15 minutes of stream time. Might even be able to finish off with a 5-minute spin for pike. See how we go. Got to catch these 5 first. Not big enough, son. Well, the interesting for me will be the silver value versus the two. I don't think these guys are worth much. Yeah, sorry about that, mate. I missed your post, and thanks, Captain, for jumping in there. I missed that. Apologies. Oh, well, there's one down, thank goodness. I thought we were going to Get another tiny one. I think this one's going to make the grade somehow. This one should be okay, I think. No, Jesus. Had a fair old bend in the rod for one that didn't make the grade. It's ready to fill the bag. Now, do the RNG gods jump in now and give me 6 little ones in a row, or do they give them to me? Look at that. On the scheme of things, this one doesn't feel big enough either. We might just... Is he? Yeah, he just made it. 2 more. Maybe we've got one on that first rod. That'll keep us in business for a bit. Or not. Nope. Not the one. Oh, these 2 guys are biting. They're not going to be big enough either. Such a cruel game. Such a cruel game. This one will be fine. 1 more. Now the fish have scattered. They're gone. The wind is coming. There's no doubt the rain will be here shortly. Come on, give me a trophy crucian to finish. Nope. That's not the one. Light our Christmas tree up, get the flashing lights happening. Will it be one of these two? I don't think it's going to be this one somehow. I could be wrong. But I don't think so. I don't think this is big enough. Oh, there it is. A trade for Gibble and the maximum number of fish caught for one day. Oh, there you go. It wasn't bad, Tommy, was it? To catch your 100th fish. And just pull that out of that fish's mouth. I don't want 101. I've got nowhere to put it. Go up here and have a look, see what we've done. So we certainly achieved our aim there. We got the bag full of fish here at Old Bird. We didn't quite get the bag full of Ladoga, but we can't complain. Now let's hope there's some cafe orders. Well, we got one Chinese. We didn't get one that big. And the rest of the whitewash. Not one. I was hoping to get one of these guys, but didn't happen. Well, there you go. So this will be rather dismal now. No, let's see how bad it really is. I mean, the trophies aren't worth bad money, but look at the big drop off. 180, 90 bucks an hour. So it's a little bit better than Ladoga, which was 75. There you go. How much time have I got? 6 minutes or so. Just we'll just fire out here, just in case anyone doesn't already know. This is a pretty decent spinning spot. You can get on this boat and go out to the back. I've got one set up. I don't even know if I've got one set up. A bit windy here as well. We'll try this guy. What have we got on there? Here, I'll do. Coming in the dark as well is probably not the best thing. For me, I just have it on a 50. That log right there, just to the right of that, is a good spot. About. Okay, it's probably a bit more with this rod. And just do like a bit of a jig step type thing here. Probably getting a bit dark for it. But there's normally plenty of pike and perch here. Yeah, we might have left it a bit late to here. But you also got to bring it right into your feet, because a lot of times you can catch them right at your feet here. I'm pretty sure, I think this may have been the spot. I caught a 10 kilo one from about this far away. But anyway, so that's one spot you can fish here. It's getting dark quick. The other one is that little water patch over there. Just right where that landed is another good spot in there. Hopefully we'll get this one back to show you one more. No, thought we had a fish there. No good. And the other one is just to the left of that tree, the dead tree stump here. Can be quite good as well. Not that far, that's on the land up there. There we go, back in the water now. But in the daytime I've spent a lot of time here. And you can catch 30, 40 fish in an hour, tag fish, perch and pike. Probably too dark now. So we'll give it up. And probably the best lure is this fellow. This one, I can't remember. But this brown and black stripe one. And this one works quite good as well. Well, it's about time for me to drop dead and call it a day. Thanks to everyone that turned up today. There's been a whole heap. Thanks for the followers. Been awesome. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same bat space for me. For all of you guys, take care, stay safe, and bye for now.